Join the legendary Force MDs in the morning, along with Dr. Pebbly Pooh, the first female hip-hop soloist, in the mornings on the Force MDs Morning Show, featuring Dr. Pebbly Pooh, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, live on Facebook or on Uni TV and radio on the Force MDs page.
It's good.
Geechie Dan!
Geechie!
Welcome
Y'all,
my man.
good morning.
Pots and
I got those
pans.
tapes. I got those tapes.
And he got some tapes in his hand. Listen, I'm gonna let y'all know, because y'all don't know, these are some really sensitive, secretive tapes.
Hold on.
Even
Let
Trump
me turn
some
this.
things.
Yo, Geechie, you on the phone doing it? Turn your phone sideways.
Just turn your phone.
There you go.
There
you go.
These tapes this man got, even President Trump tried to get him when he was leaving the White House. These are high sensitive tapes. President Trump tried to get.
Listen, y'all remember Mission Impossible?
Uh-oh.
Good morning, y'all.
Good
morning, brother. Good morning, man.
What's up,
man. I appreciate the love, man. Thank you for all of y'all. What's up?
What's good, baby? What's good, man?
Hey, Geechie, where you at right now? What state and borough you in right now?
I know, right? I'll be everywhere, B. I'm home in the Bronx right now.
Okay.
Boogie down. Boogie down.
I gotta go to Queens later. I gotta go to Harlem later. So I just gotta do.
Never Staten Island. Never Staten Island. But go on, baby. Where else you gotta go?
Staten, for real.
All right,
Wait a minute. You coming Saturday?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to come because we got Farmers Boulevard Day
Right.
at the Rock. So I'm scheduled to be there all day. That's where I grew up. But I want to come to Staten Island. I'm gonna see if I can get somebody to take me out there for about an hour or two, and then get right back to Farmers.
Oh, that'll be dope.
That'll be dope.
Now, all the people
at 2:00.
Now, all the people who's on the chat room right now don't know this man right here. This man, he's the king of tapes. He's recorded so many tapes from the past. The legendary artists, Cold Crush, Fantastic Five, Busy Bee, the Macedon Death Committee, Fearless 4, Treacherous 3. I could go Johnny Ray Vaughn. It's so many tapes this man done kept in good shape. Because a lot of people don't keep tapes in good shape. He kept them, and I congratulate him. He kept them so good that he got on the LL Cool J gave him a show on Rock the Bells called Planet of the Tapes. This is how crazy I'm talking about this man is. He's involved with a lot of the Hip Hop Hall of Fame events. This man is a part of everything. We just happy to know. I'm happy to know him, man. He's a good dude, good friend, and my man. Everybody, give some love to Geechie Dan, man.
Yes.
Geechie Dan, take the bell, bell ring, bell ring. There we go. All right.
Listen, Prince Paul is saying, do you have the Kumo D Busy Bee battle?
Of course.
Hey, got that.
Yo, hold on.
Hold on, let me tell you something. Not only do everybody and myself have that tape, but everybody doesn't have the other side of the tape. There was two contests. There was a contest, which the Force MCs were involved with, Busy Bee, the Kumo D, Battle, Johnny Walker, Cold Crush. But 2 days prior to that, there was an amateur contest. And Dougie D, now known as Dougie Fresh,
yeah,
contest. Frank Ski from V103 in Atlanta, he was in that contest. He came in second.
What?
I didn't know that.
Are you serious?
He came in second place, and few people have that tape. I have that tape.
Wow.
I gotta see this guy. But I'm in Atlanta. I gotta see Frank. Frank.
Frank even tell you, when I used to live in Atlanta several years ago, I approached him and I said, "Yo, I got a tape for you at Harlem World when you was a teenager. You came in second place at a rap contest at Harlem World." He said, "Yo, I've been looking for that tape for 25 years. Nobody had it.
Wow.
Nobody. Marky, nobody.
Crazy.
But I had the tape. So I gift wrapped it like a Christmas gift and gave it to him on CD.
That was dope.
Yes.
Yeah, I gave him the tape and CD. And he told me, if you ever make it with these tapes, please reach back and I will help you.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Years ago.
Oh
Wow.
my
That's
God.
crazy. I'm stunned right now, man.
Hey, Geech, it's fair to say that even a lot of people that's doing movies that's looking for like archive, like music that nobody don't got. I mean, people are tracking you down, right?
Yeah, somebody did reach out to me about some music, some live music, like hip hop music. And I told them I had it. I had it on tape. And I got it on. Good thing about all these tapes, I was smart enough to convert them to CD and MP3. So everything I got is on MP3. So we're talking about 900 jams, block parties, live at Harlem World, T Connection, Savoy Manor, 120.
Wow.
We talking about sound. We talking about Bronxdale. We talking about the Disco Fever. We talking about
Ecstasy Garage.
Garage. And we're talking about Zulu Nation anniversary at Bronx River.
Wow.
Oh
We're talking about Basic Park. I got all the tapes in Basic Park in Queens, Lincoln Park, 40 Projects, IS8.
No, hold on. I got a text coming in. Let me read the text. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I'm blown away, man. That's a lot.
Yo, how do you say my man's name? His name is Geechie Dan. They say, ask Geechie Dan, do he keep all the tapes at his crib?
No.
Oh.
Okay, so it's fair to say we can't rob the crib for the tapes.
Nah. Got eight different backups. I got them on my drive. I got them on a computer. I got them on a thumb drive. I got them on CD, and I got them all on MP3. And I got my man. One of my homeboys got everything that I have copied, just in case.
That's what's up.
Thanks for the heads up. We know what to do next.
Now,
All right, so look. So,
Bye,
you back
Lady
now,
May.
Ray? All right,
See
you have a
you
great
later.
day. We talk with you, all right?
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
So Geech.
Yes, sir.
Let's get down to the dribble on the court, man. I got air in the ball. We're gonna dribble right now. Look, what in the hell made you do all this shit, man? What inspired you? It's billions of people on Earth, like 6 billion. What made you be one of those and say, you know what? I'm gonna preserve all these shits. What made you do that? Because that was some fly shit.
Yo, what happened was I've been collecting tapes since I was a teenager. We're talking about 82, 83. And I've been getting snippets. At that time, I was able to listen to this world famous Supreme Team show, Zulu Beat, Magic, WBAU, and Adelphi University with Mr. Bill Stephanie, and Dr. Dre, TV Rap. They had shows on college radio, and Jerry Bloodrock.
Yeah, Jerry
Damn,
Bloodrock.
bro, man.
Jerry passed away, Jerry Bloodrock. Rest in peace to him.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Yes.
I was just getting snippets. I was getting 10 minutes of parties and stuff and I recorded the whole shows. So as time went on, people was like, yo, Geechie got Cold Crush tapes, but I wanted more because I was intrigued to hear 10 minutes of Grandmaster Cass going in on people. I was intrigued by Cool D freestyle and Zulu Nation and Funky 4. And then I was like, damn, I love this shit. I started emulating what I heard on the tapes. And I came up with Geechie Dan, my rap name. And then I started rhyming in the hood on farming and on Murdoch Avenue in the Connell Park. And
Wow.
my first person that I ran into was LL Cool J because he was 6 blocks away from me. So me and him used to go at it. You know what I'm saying? It was love. It wasn't no like I hated the dude or it
Right.
wasn't we hated each other. It was mutual respect. We love hip hop. And he took off where he went and then I went another direction because my mom is a Jehovah's Witness. So I couldn't pursue what I loved. LL was able to do that. I wasn't. So, but at the same time, my mom's had started shutting me down on, rap, on
Yeah, the culture.
collecting the tapes.
Wow.
And that's how I got to, as I got older, I started playing more of my tapes. And then I
Right.
started meeting people that had the actual 1 hour, 2 hour show on tape. So I said, yo, I need that. And some people charged me, and some people just gave it to me because they seen how enthused I was. This was my passion.
Right.
And then in 2000 and probably around 2007, 2008, I used to live in Atlanta in Gwinnett County, and I used to live in Grayson. My cousin, Uncle Boogie from WTXX Radio, Take That Radio, he came by my house and he was like, "Yo, you got boxes of tapes." At that time, I had 300 tapes.
Right.
Yeah,
This
man.
right, they was in a big ass box in different shoe boxes and boxes, and there was cobwebs, and spider webs on them. And yo, man, all you do is listen to these tapes all day. You know it verbatim, every word, every routine, all these by heart. And I would name everybody on my tape.
Okay, wait a minute. Before we go any further, is
Wow.
that Geechee? Is that you with the TV in the background? Huh?
Yeah, you see the TV?
No, I hear the TV. Shut it
Now,
off.
the TV.
We you going in and out. We hearing you going in and out, and the TV.
Now the TV ain't on.
Oh, so wait, who got the TV on? Because we hearing the TV in the background.
It ain't my TV.
All right. So listen, how did you meet up with LL? Because I know that you have the show on LL Rock the Bells. So how
I
did
grew up together. Me and he grew up together.
no? How did you get on Rock the Bells? How did he
Oh,
find you?
I presented him a demo. I had three demos that were 4 minutes long. And I said, yo, man, I got some demos for a radio show that I done on Flow Empire Radio and other live streaming services. When I got the tapes. So he was like, yo, all right, let me hear what you got. So I gave him 3, demos of my show. And he loved it. He's like, yo, can you do 1 hour? Instead of 3 minutes, can you do an hour show? I said, yeah, I can do an hour show. He said, can you do it every day? I said, that might be a little bit too much to do every day, but I can do it once a week. He said, all right, bet. Let's get you started in the next 2-3 months. Get with Sirius XM with the drops, and do what you love to do, man. That's what you love to do. This is your passion.
Man. Yeah.
And I turned my passion into a purpose, and in my purpose will lead you to your destiny. And that's what I tell people.
Yes.
I follow my dream. I love what I do, and I'm very passionate about it. I'm probably the most passionate person in hip hop you will ever meet because I love hip hop so much. I love the pioneers so much that I sacrificed, and I believed in my dream, and I had faith to come back to make a difference. And I started with these tapes because these tapes mean so much to me. They mean so much to hip hop, and I wanted everyone all over the world to hear my passion, to hear how I felt about these tapes. And that's what brought me to where I'm at today. It took 7 years, but I had faith in these tapes to take me to the next level because y'all started this. Y'all started this. Y'all, I do this for you. I don't play tapes of Geechie Dan. I play tapes of Dr. Rock and the Force MCs, Master Dawn and Death Committee, the Funky Four. You know what I'm saying? Jazzy Five, Cold Crush, the Furious Five. You know what I'm saying? Sonic Force, Cosmic Force, Lisa Lee, Busy B, Devon, Mikey D, Cheeks, Nas. I play all these tapes out from 1976. New Sounds. I got tapes from New Sounds. I got Disco Twins. I played tape. I got tapes from 1970. The earliest is 1976.
Beautiful.
To present day.
Beautiful.
Yo, listen, man. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro.
We can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
We can't hear Stevie.
Nah, I can't hear Stevie.
Yeah,
okay, yo, Geechie, that's crazy, B. Wow.
Yeah.
You on Mark?
Hey, Geechie, you can hear me, right? You hear me?
Hey, but then, yo, you taking it a step further, yo.
Hold on. Hey, Pooh, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear
me. We can hear you.
Sound like you on my tapes from Mars.
Okay. Hey, yo, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. You did something that was really incredible, man. Like you know, like in different times in history, you get people that keep track of all the history and the archives and like the preservers of the history. You know what I mean? Like the preservers. Like you got that spirit, brother. That and that passion that connect you. Like you preserved history, bro. That's
Thank you.
Yes. Pick you up when you see you, bro. We better not see you in any of them damn tapes, bro. We catch you with your boxes.
Thank you.
Hey, Geechie, but on the realness though, man, we definitely gonna be hollering at you in the future, man, because we got some things that are oven, and we definitely need to hear some of them that music that came from back then, because we be doing like some stories about us, and you preserved a lot of our history. Because I know just knowing you, Geechie, when people hear Tender Love, Lover's House, you one of them guys like you don't know the real story. They go way back. It ain't just R&B. Am I right? Geechie? Yeah, people don't know the history. They just like, oh, they just think, nah, man, them dudes was way back before that.
Yes,
the hip hop is just hip hop, man. You don't realize how far they go back. Because I know people don't. You get people that don't believe this. Nah, man, I used to be for some C's, man. They don't believe me, man.
So
let me say this, man. Yo, I be joking, but yo, what you did, man, is incredible, man.
It is
incredible.
Man.
This is incredible. This is
amazing, man. And all it was I had accumulated. I had to build up a lot of faith because, I had lost everything 7 years ago, and once I lost everything, I came back to New York and said, you know what? I'm gonna make my dream come true.
You did it, bro. You did it, man. Geech, you did it, man.
You did it.
We're proud of you. We're really proud of you, man. We're really proud of you, man. I'm just happy
you love the culture, man. And yo, a lot of people, man. A lot of people in the world. I'm talking about the world is a big place. Would never even have the chance to hear everybody back. This is so phenomenal because when moving now, when you look at these kids in this generation, they don't know, some of them even know cassette tapes are. They don't even know CDs are.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And when you actually got a live captured recording of their grandfathers, their great grandmothers, or anybody on tape, and people could hear the essence of hip hop in its rarest form that you preserve, man, for the world. Oh man,
And Geechie, please let the whoever's younger, the younger generation who's on the chat line right now, please let them know, man. I'm talking about even from Macedon Death Committee, Gangsta G, Ray Vaughn and Jolly Wah, us, the Force MCs. We was Drake before Drake was Drake, right? Doing the Drake shit way before Drake was doing that, right?
Yes.
They don't know that. Kids don't know that. We've been doing that. They just brought it back. Yeah, we got the
Facts.
singing with singing with the rap.
Tell you something that really touched me. My mom's birthday, ironically, is on August 11th. Hip hop birthday.
Wow.
My mother just turned 90, right?
Whoa,
And
man.
all these years of her shutting me down, not allowing me to live my dream, and I forgave her. And we had a very emotional phone call just past August 11th, a couple of weeks ago.
Wow.
And I told her happy birthday. And I told her, and she told me to tell LL Cool J, thank you for giving my son. Thank you for helping.
It's all right. It's
man,
all right.
Yo,
It's all right.
Man. Yeah, man. You well deserved, brother. Well deserved, man.
Thank you for helping me out. And I told LL, and he was like, "That's what's up, man."
Listen,
L a good person, man. L's a good person, man.
Let me tell you something. You've came a long way, you know?
Long way.
Long way. And that's a lot of people, you know, didn't want to see you succeed. And here you are. You just kept on moving.
Yep.
People was disrespectful, acting like you don't exist. And here you are. Now you looking at them like, yeah. You like one of them kids that you like was back then. One of them kids is like, yeah, you remember when you said I wasn't gonna amount to nothing? Well, now look.
Yeah, now you got
I had people in the industry told me ain't nobody trying to hear that old shit. Ain't nobody trying to hear them old tapes. Ain't nobody trying to hear them crusty cobweb tapes.
Wow. And look, now you getting a check for them cobweb tapes. How about that?
Damn. I had people I grew up with. What's the end game? What's the end game? What's the end game with all that you doing?
Wow. You see that?
That's the seeds. You got the seeds in your hand to these millionaire rappers right now. That's the seed right there what you got.
Not only that, you had to have the mindset. You had the mindset back then. You understand? And now look where it at. Like you said, Stevie, he got the seed. He planted the seed, and that's how everything started growing.
All kinds of opportunities came to me because of these tapes. The Library of Congress wants to do a collaboration with these tapes and the pioneers, the people that's on them.
Wow, man.
He becoming executive director at the museum in D.C. came because of these tapes. Me with the Hip Hop Hall of Fame as a co-chairman came with because of these tapes.
I got a question.
NASA is coming at me.
Wow.
I'm working on an experiment on playing these tapes on different planets, or how a Cold Crush 4 tape would sound on Mars, how a Dr. Rock and the 4 tape would sound on Saturn, how a Funky 4 tape would sound on the planet Venus.
Wow.
That's how big my dreams are. And
oh man, I want to know how I would sound on Mars. Yeah, me.
Yes.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. That's yo. You keep pursuing like you do. You being very you pursue your dreams, man. It's gonna happen just like it been happening, man. We can't let nobody tell us that it can't happen, man. It's only you. It's your heart, your focus, and your belief that it's gonna happen. Your faith that it's gonna happen.
Yes,
man. It all happens.
yes.
Man. That's real.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm listen. What time do you come on? I think it's midnight, right? Is it midnight?
Yes, it comes on LL Cool J Rock the Bells Radio, Sirius XM, channel 43 at midnight on Tuesdays.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm gonna check it out.
Now, Geech.
It's the dope. The synopsis of the show, when I spoke to LL about it, and when I spoke to Sirius XM, you know, I told them that I wanted to do, I wanted to take the tape game to another level. I just don't want to play a Cold Crush 4 tape or a Dr. Rock and the Force MCs tape or a Master Dawn and the Death Committee tape, and that's it. There's a story behind each tape. there's a story. For example, Dr. Rock, the Force MC's Cold Crush in Paterson, New Jersey, 1983. There's a story behind that.
Yeah.
And so there's not. It's going to take time to let people know the story, and people can hear the story on the tape and from the pioneers that's on the tape. It ain't going to be just 3-4 minutes. This is going to be a type of a show where I'm going to be playing tapes, snippets. I'm going to be spoon feeding the world these tapes. What Bismarcky told me, rest in peace, Bismarcky. Bismarck used to call me every week. He stayed in my ass like, yo, Geechie, nobody knows about the Cold Crush 4 tapes. Nobody knows Dr. Rock and the Force MCs like that. Nobody knows the Funky 4. Nobody knows Master Dawn, Pebbly Pooh, Queen Lisa Lee. They don't know these people like that. But they know Jay-Z. They know Nas. They know Snoop. They know LL. They know Biz. They know those individuals because they're relevant. So what I got to do is I got to spoon feed.
Yes.
I got to spoon feed each. So that's what I do. Each show, I spoon feed people.
Wow.
Yes.
Because realistically, nobody wants to hear 60 minutes of a Cold Crush 4 tape. That's not going to work on radio.
Right.
Right.
As much as I would like for it to be like that,
right.
I know realistically, people ain't their attention span ain't going to allow them to hear that or understand that. So I had to spoon feed and give them snippets.
Mm-hmm. That's how you do it. Smart.
As I started doing my first and second show, I saw even bigger. I said, you know what? I can take this even bigger. And when you listen, so it seemed like I have elevated from the first show to next week's show is show number 12. You can hear how I you know what I'm saying, how I evolved. You like, damn, the shows are getting better. They're getting more one-on-one. There's more content. There's more like, oh snap, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know. I'm getting more icons and pioneers on the show to call in, so they can tell the story with the tape at the jam or the party.
Now that's a good move.
It was that.
Well, I'm waiting for my phone call. I'm waiting for my phone call, man.
Yeah, I got one time. I got you. I want you coming back on the show because trust me, I got something. I'll give you an example. I'll tell you one show that I'm going to do coming up, and this is going to be crazy. Now, idea of this show that I'm going to do in February is going to be for Black History Month, and I'm going to do play songs that's geared to pro-Black, anti, self-destruction, anti-violence type of music. I have Public Enemy, X-Clan, Poor Righteous Teachers, Brand Nubian. I'm playing for songs and tapes. Right. And then on top of that, I'm going to reach out to Malcolm X's daughter to call in. I'm going to reach out to Martin Luther King's son to call in. Wow. I'm going to reach out to Chuck D to call in. I'm going to reach out to Farrakhan's son to call in. I'm going to reach out to Tyler Perry to call in. So now I'm going to take these tapes and take the tape game to another level. So that, because this hip hop is powerful. Hip hop is powerful. We can make a difference. These tapes is going to make a difference. Politics, entertainment, and culture.
That's right.
And,
culture.
And social justice. These tapes one song can change everything.
Yes.
Like Grandmaster Caz said, hip hop didn't change anything. It reinvented everything.
That's right. Yes. That's right. That's right. Now, Geechie.
It started from these tapes to think bigger. it forced me to say, hey, why am I limiting myself to playing tapes on here, on this, on that? Let me see if I can play the tapes so people in New Zealand can hear them. So people in can hear them. People in Australia can hear them. People in Africa can hear them.
Education. It's education for them.
Mandela's grandson, I'm going to get him to call in. So now we got Nelson Mandela's grandson, Martin Luther King's son, Malcolm's daughter. That's the power we have.
Yes, that's the power of hip hop right now.
That's the power.
Yeah.
Hip hop has so much power. They're gonna listen. They ain't gonna
listen.
Nah.
That's the power you have. You you got the magic golden egg in your hand.
You got the preservative. You got the preservative of hip hop in your hands right now. That's where it's got preserved right there. I'm telling you, all these countries around the world, the globe, is going to know, where did hip hop come from? Where did these tapes? They don't really know that well, but it needs somebody to push it in their face to really see with this billion dollar industry.
Yes.
Where did it all come from?
And
you have it all.
Geechie, you could teach a class, Geechie. Now that's just the starting. You know, you could teach a class to the young people because
I'm working on that.
You know, they're not gonna be up at 12 o'clock. Take your little butt to bed. You supposed to go to school in the morning. So you can take you could definitely teach the class, have a class and teach on how to actually, not you and somebody else.
But let me hold on. But listen. In the class that you teaching, my brother Geechie Dan, I need you to let it be clear that I came up with the idea that inspired you. I don't know why he's laughing, Paul, because there ain't gonna be no goddamn classes every day in the curriculum. In the curriculum, you have to say, shout out to my brother Khalil. It was for him coming in my dreams. You know what I mean? He came in my dreams and say, yo, man, preserve all this shit, be the keeper, all this shit. Just keep it on a low. He said, but in the future, you got to reveal it. God. We're in the future now. We're on the platform now. You can let the world know that I helped you, inspired you.
And listen, Geechie, when you
I'll let people know that. Thank you,
Geechie. Thank you.
Once you're in the class, Geechie, and you see Khalil, you want to actually let the kids know who Khalil is. And let them know that this is what happens when they don't pay attention. And
Geechie, I don't know what happened to Beverly. It seemed like she was going to say something a little off, and she went off the screen. I'm going to see if I can bring her back.
Okay.
I don't know, Geechie. Hey, Geechie, stop playing with the buttons, bro. Stop playing with the buttons, man. Don't do that to people like that no more, man.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I had interviewed Stevie D 7 years ago when he first started out, right, Steve?
Yeah, you did.
And I researched and found out that President Obama listens to the Force MDs when he was on Air Force One, right?
Right. Yes.
And can you imagine me reaching out to a President Obama and saying, here's a tape of the interviews that they even blew up. Here's a tape of Dr. Rock in the Force MCs at Harlem World in 1982. Can you imagine the face the expression on his face?
Oh, I didn't know they did that. Hey, I didn't know they did that. I didn't know.
I want President Obama. I want everybody to hear how these pioneers. I want them to hear these tapes.
And
when they was 13, 14, 15, 16, doing what they love to do for sneaker money, White Castle money, McDonald's money, getting Levi's, getting a pair of Adidas. What happened? And then he turned their passion into a dream and made a reality and made music and became who they became. All starting out from these tapes.
Yeah, Geechie. Now since you the tape king, you the witness, like, you know, because we was just on the right, Carlo. We just had an interview with DJ Premier a couple of days ago. The day before yesterday, and we didn't, you know, I didn't know DJ Premier knew a lot of tapes back in the days like that. He knew all our tapes from back in the days. I was like, wow, he did his homework. DJ Premier knows his tapes from back in the days. And just saying, man, when I tell it the younger generation, like, we always salute Wu-Tang, but they don't know, man, that like we was the Force MCs way before Wu-Tang when it came to the hip hop, man. Talk about when it came to them tapes. We was the like Geechie, we was the only cats from Staten Island on a lot of those tapes, am I right?
Yep. The ferry boat. Y'all had a routine. Y'all had a routine about taking the ferry boat from Staten Island, the Gilligan's Island routine.
With the Force MCs from Staten Island on the ferry boat, we came sailing. We went back and forth and back to keep the sucker MCs off that shot and on the microphone. Yeah. We did that was happy days.
These guys are doing R&B harmonizing. They need to give you a check. They need to cut it. Stop fronting.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but yo, I'm just happy, I'm blessed, even though it's a crazy that how me and Pebbly reunited after all these years from us being back in Harlem World, all of us as teenagers and growing up. And look at us now. We in our 50s chilling on the radio rack. Well, Pebbly just turned 60, right? 50.
Yeah,
I don't want to tell you. I don't like that. Yeah. But black don't crack. Black don't crack. But it's crazy that we reunited in the Poconos.
Yes,
we radio show together, man. Just just not like people in the Poconos and places don't realize what me and Pebbly did for hip hop history from back in the days, man. What we contribute to the game and was preserved on those tapes and everything that people listen to. That a lot of female rappers. That's why Pebbly's like the first female soloist from the group, and she became solo with a fly girl, and that they don't realize so many people is starting to get hip to what we contribute to the hip hop game, and it's always a pleasure having guys like you, like keeping the legacy alive, and let people know, like, yo, this is what's going on. I got it right here in my hand, and letting all these new people learn this stuff. They gotta learn this. That's why you got these. That's why you got these museums and stuff now. And
that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about that. You are the ambassador. Please tell us about the Black Museum in DC. Tell us what's going on, DC.
The music. Okay, well, the museum in DC. Jeremy put Jake on. Cortez. Red Summer, Christine, DJ RBI, they doing a wonderful thing for preserving hip hop now. It's a little unorthodox because it's like a mobile museum. It's like they don't have a permanent structure, but still, I always used to tell them, look, start out small, start out in an apartment, start out in which you are at right now. You're in a townhouse right across the street from Howard University. Start out small and just grow. Take what you have and take the museum game to another level. Just like I'm taking the tape game to another level, you can take what you're doing to another level. You don't have to be stuck at a permanent location right now. So just take faith and go ahead and make history. And that's just what the brother did. So salute to that to the National Hip Hop Museum in DC. They have an induction coming up tomorrow in Atlanta for UTFO, Houdini, Kool G Rap.
Wow.
Speech from Arrested Development.
Rakim too. Is Rakim on that too?
No, I know Kool G Rap was on it. Kool G Rap, Houdini.
Yeah, UTFO,
UTFO. So, I support them.
Chubb Rock too. Chubb Rock.
Yep. And so, they reached out to me on Facebook when I've been doing. They said, "Yo, Geechie, you're so popular with everybody. You know everybody. Why don't you just be our executive director?" Like,
wow.
No problem, so I took it, to help them out, because that's what I do. I've helped a lot of people.
Yes, you do. Yes,
you do. You do.
Hey. I put, my ego to the side, and I put money to the side because I know that all that is going to come. God is going to bless me with that. I'm not even worrying about that. I have so much faith in God that I know that He's going to bless me financially and He's going to reward me and He's going to everything I look. Yes. He told me, and it's like God told me, Geechie, look here, Daniel, go out there, do your passion. Don't worry about what happened 7 years ago. Don't worry about that Benz or that Lexus and that car you had and that house you had and that job you had. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna bless you 10 times plus.
God is good. God is good, brother. God is good. Hey, Geechie, have you heard? Now, I gotta give some cats from Jersey they props too. From Jersey City.
Say that again?
Sweet. Jersey City, Sweet, Slick, and Sly. You heard of them before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tranquilizing 3.
Tranquilizing 3. Yeah.
They were dope. Tranquilizing 3 was dope.
Yeah, they were dope. They were dope.
Yeah,
I got I got Slick and Slide, take Harlem World. I got them with you. I got them with Master Dawn. Wow. I got them with Dougie Fresh too.
Yeah. DJ Time, Joey Time. My man, DJ Joey Time.
I want to say that when y'all hear him say Mastodon, just understand I'm part of Mastodon. It's Mastodon Committee and it's members of the group. I'm one of the members, Pebbly Poo.
Yeah.
I was with the Herculoids. I was with Smokey and the Smokatrons. So yes,
that's the history of hip hop.
Mastodon is Pebbly Poo.
Yeah. Mastodon. From the Mastodon and Death Committee, he was that dude. That brother was nice. Yo, he come with the sneakers.
On the sneakers.
Yeah, I got a tape of y'all where y'all battled Dougie Fresh at the YMCA on 135th Street.
Wow. Wow.
Force MC, those are my heroes. Rest in peace, Dr. Rock. Lord K1, Mercury, Trio, Jesse, TC.
Lord K1, right? Lord K1?
The Lord wake me. Yeah, the Lord.
Geechie, I don't know if you know this. Geechie, I don't know if you know this. Lord K1, me and Khalil TC, that's our first cousin. Lord K1's our first cousin. Dr. Rock, first cousin. That's my mother and his mother are sisters, and Jesse's their brother. So that's why Jesse's our uncle, because Jesse's their brother. So Jesse's K1's uncle too.
Word.
Jesse's K1's uncle too. So with the Force MCs, when it was 4 of us, when K1 joined us later on, it was Dr. Rock and Mercury are first cousins, and me and K1 were first cousins.
Wow!
Just to let you know that.
I didn't know.
Then we got to the Force MDs. We first started. Khalil was in the group before he changed our name to Force MDs. Khalil was in the group for years as singer with us, but he left right before we sang with Tommy Boy. So, but he came back to the group. So Khalil always been in the group, but he just missed a couple of albums. But he always been in the group, but he came back. So Force MDs.
I'm trying to catch Geechie with them tapes.
Yo, we got Missy D in the house. Hey, Missy.
Missy D, what's up, Missy?
Hey, Missy.
But she was back there as well.
I understand she was out there at the time because I seen her name on the flyer. So I know she's there.
Absolutely.
What's up?
But I gotta say this, Geechie. Never in my wildest dreams, man. That's why I mean this, man. You know, I think just God, we've been blessed for what we did for the kind of music. It's just so shocking that us, you know, me and Mercury, Dr. Rock, the first guys out of Staten Island, you know, people didn't believe in.
Yeah.
Forgotten borough. They had no faith in
us.
So we had to prove
the first. Staten Island case. Nobody but y'all. Y'all was the first.
Yes, we the first to break the barrier.
To a tape the other day, and I being from Queens, you know, Brooklyn and Bronx and Harlem always overshadow us at parties. So when I hear tapes of when Coke is the Bronx in the house, oh, it's Brooklyn, oh, you know, it's like the double and Harlem in the house, oh, it's Queens. Staten Island, not a peep. And it was like, damn. Now that y'all getting your street sign named in Staten Island, congratulations. There ain't nobody, ain't no crickets no more.
Yeah, no crickets no more. Not no more.
Hey, Denise, I heard that, Denise. Denise, I heard that.
We set the foundation. We set the foundation for Staten Island.
Yes.
It was definitely,
congratulations to y'all. And that is so big, man. When the street sign say Force MD, Force MC/MDs, or when it just say Force MDs?
No, it says Force MD's way. It's Force MD's way.
Okay, Force MD's way. They should have MC/MD's way.
Hey, yo, you know what? That would have been some fly shit there. You know what? That's Geechie. You on to something right here. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, no, look, I'm about to call the council lady up right now. Let's see what she says. No, hold on. What's so funny? I'm gonna call the council lady. Geechie made a good point. I'm gonna call the council lady. Beverly, what's so funny about it? I'm gonna call the council lady.
Call the council lady.
Right.
There you go.
Y'all call the council lady and tell her
say Force MC/MD's way. That's what it should say.
Now, I like that. I really like that.
Well, cut the check.
Hello. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Camilla, yes. Trying to reach her.
He's really calling.
Hold on a second.
He's not calling.
How you doing? I hope I didn't get you at a bad time. Hold on. I hope I didn't get you at a bad time. Hold on a second. We doing our podcast right now. And we got a gentleman in the Geechie Dan. He said you fucked the whole sign up. He said you fucked the sign up. He said he told you to put 4 sympathies. He fucked the whole sign up. He said now he's coming. What should I tell him? Oh shit! It's like that. You said tell Geechie to kiss my black ass. I said, hey, yo, listen, I know we want no competition early in the morning. We apologize. No, we'll just leave it for some D's way. We're leaving it for some D's way. All right, I'm so sorry. And Geechie Dan, he didn't mean nothing by that. He just his idea.
Yeah, he crazy.
Okay, sorry about that. No, you have a great day too. All right, yo, Geechie. Did y'all hear the conversation? Hey, Geech, you heard the conversation, right? Yeah, the lady, she said, don't start that bullshit late in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? He said, Steve Khalil told me, force him this way, now don't come with this force MC, force him, all this extra shit. You know what I mean? I thought it was a great idea, Geech. But that would have been dope. I ain't even gonna. That would have been dope.
But Geech, man, like I said, man, I really appreciate you, man. You know, because I know Biz is definitely a big tape collector. He act like nobody got more tapes than me.
He'll play a tape I didn't have. I'm like, I got you in Paisley Park. Yo, Geechie, yo, you got that? Yo, you got that? Geechie. You know, I want that, Geechie. I want that. Yo, man, man, let's trade. Give me that.
Hey, Geechie, Biz hated to have. Hey, Biz. Geechie, Biz hated to have you have a tape that he didn't have, right? He hated that shit, right?
Yep, he didn't like that shit. I said, yo, I need to take you at the club. And he was like, stop lying.
That definitely is his.
Biz. I miss Biz so much, man. Really
yes.
You lied. Geechie, you lied, Geechie.
Yeah, you lied. Yeah.
What's the latest?
He was the latest. Yeah, that's what it is.
What's the latest?
No, you don't.
You stop lying. No, you don't. You fronting, Geechie. You got a spoon. You got a spoon. They don't know about the coke, but they don't know about the coke.
No. And look, wait. Then he'll call somebody else.
Hey,
back. Somebody on the phone while you there.
Yep.
Pebbly, who got more tapes? Me,
yep.
right?
Hey, Geech, watch this. Look, I was at the African American Museum in DC. I've been there before. Last week was my second time there. They really went in on the hip hop like display of in the museum. They really, and not only that, inside the store, you know, DMC got a book, Swiss Beats got a book. What's this, one of the female rappers? She got a book. A lot of different people got books and stuff that's in the store, and like, you know, breaking out all different aspects of hip hop or having hip hop stories and stuff like that. The impact of the hip hop culture. It's so powerful. But because the first time when I went to the African American Museum DC, they had the little displays and stuff like. But now it's much more. It's much more. And what I'm trying to do right now, and what I'm asking you is like, with some of these tapes and memorabilia that you got. Are you trying to send some to the African American Museum just to have that? Anything?
Yeah, I sent the African American Museum of the Music Museum that just opened up in Nashville, Tennessee.
Right.
It's called the National African American Museum of Music, of African American music.
Wow.
And they invited me to their summit last year. They paid for me and my wife to come down there. And I brought some tapes with me, and I gave them 4 tapes to add to their exhibit for their museum. They couldn't believe it. They was like, this is a tape from 1978, 1979. Like,
hey, yo, but
I got it. So here's the physical tape.
Hey, Geeks, that's what I'm saying.
They was ecstatic. They couldn't believe it. They was like,
hey, but Geeks, I'm saying, you need to come back. You need to drop some of them off of the African American Museum, man.
I am.
They shit looks so lovely in there right now. I'm telling you, man. Had the flyer, the season, had Pebbly Poo on the flyer. They stepped it up big time. Shout out to Tony Crush from Cold Crush, because you know they got a little video. He giving his little spill of the origin of hip hop and stuff like that. But it's just dope to see, because when I'm in there, every time I'm in there, there's so many people from all over the world that's really in there. That's really like mind-boggling to see all this stuff taking place, and they just looking at it. And when I was in there, I noticed I didn't see no tapes. You know what I mean? And
you will not.
I didn't see no tape. I'm saying I didn't see no tapes. I'm saying, like, and chewing gum with you right now. If you got them tapes, man, like, you know, just make throw a couple joints in there. I'm like, people just need to see that too, man, because that really like said like, no, this is how the music was spreading around through the tapes. You know what I mean? Because you got kept niggas talking about it, but niggas don't see no tapes. They don't see Maxwell. They got to see Maxwell. You got Maxwell in your hand, bro. You hold it out. Put Maxwell in the museum, baby. You know what I mean? Put Max in there, man.
Definitely.
You know?
Definitely. Thank you. I'm going to do that.
Yes.
Definitely do that,
definitely, listen, that is a
look.
check.
Good look, man, because they stepped it up, man. And man, I know I said this sounds like a broken record, man, but like I said, no, I'm just saying, because I went to the African American Museum twice. Took grandkids, the whole sheboing boy, you know, kids and all that. I'm saying, what you did, man, because like when you go into these museums, y'all, and I know a lot of y'all went to museums except Pebbly Poo. Pebbly Poo never had money. They had to, you know. Oh shit! I forgot you was on the show. I didn't even say. You know, I wouldn't say he was there. But look, what I'm saying, look. I'm saying this is that. Look, when I go into these museums, I play a lot of different museums. I love going to museums. When you see a piece of history from the past and you looking right at it, it's magical, man. And it's like, you know, because we grew up looking at tapes and stuff like that. But little kids that's right now like 3 and 4, even like 16 down, they not used to seeing tapes and stuff like this. But this right here, what he got, it's like it's retarded. It's like to have that, you know, and like I said, man, you was definitely listening to me when I was coming in your dreams, man. Like, preserve that shit, man. You know what I mean?
And you know what else? You know what else? Geechie, you should try to get one of the tapes into the zoo. The one that you should go to is like the Silverback. That's part of where Khalil be at. So you need to have one of the tapes over there.
Okay.
Geechie, you know, I don't know if they told you, Pebbly and Steve said, on the show you can't laugh at none of Pebbly jokes, man. Now I'm just giving it real. You know, Pebbly, you're getting a little too loud. You might have to disappear. I need you to. I need you to match my tone. Match my tone. Okay.
Huh? Can you do me a favor?
Yes.
What's up, my brother?
Can you find a tape of you guys in Staten Island? I don't have nothing of Dr. Rock and the Force MCs in Staten Island, like at a party or a park jam or somewhere in Staten Island. I want something. That would be the biggest thing to add to my collection. That would be so dope if I had something of Dr. Rock and the Force MCs in Staten Island.
Okay, I'll look for that. I gotta ask my man Super D. He might have one. This guy I know in Staten Island named Super D. This guy said hopefully they have a picture of Dr. Rock and the Force MCs in Brazil one day. A picture of us. I know people don't know how we look. They don't know who they don't know. But hopefully we get a picture one day. You know, that'll come in the future. I'm pretty sure that they'll know that that we're Wu-Tang, of course, probably in there, but our picture of us should be in there. I think. What do you think, man? What do you think, Geechie? Am I correct?
No, definitely. No, definitely. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Definitely, you know what I mean? Because what happens is like you want to see the people that was pioneers that threaded different parts of what makes the culture what it is together, and that because like I said, when I just coming from the African American, they had a lot of people in there. You know, they had flyers that Force MC stuff on there, but then they had like 3 other walls, like white walls. They had all different artists, like current artists back in the days. And I'm looking on it and I said, damn. I said, I don't even see the Force MCs on there. So I'm looking. So I asked the cameraman, I said, yo, who put this shit up? So he was like, I don't know. So long story short, the man said, go in the room. So I went in the back room. It was a little nigga named Geechie Dan taking our name off the motherfucking wall. And now he ain't this shit. He's taking off the F. Oh, look, he did it like this. Look, he went like this. Look. He looked right at that motherfucking camera. The camera had his face like this. I said, that's the motherfucking tape nigga right there. That's Geechie motherfucking tape. That's who the fuck took that shit up the wall. So I'm like, here he is. He on the show acting like nothing happened. Fool. He acting like he ain't nothing to do with our name not being on that wall. But it's okay, Geechie. It's all love. You're going to get it on there anyway. God.
You funny?
Huh? Yeah.
He's funny.
No, Geech, we gotta work. No, Geech, on the real, we gotta work on that though, man. Because this is not fair, man. You everybody, it's like leaving Staten Island out again, man. Get left out, man. We gotta be involved, man. Word, man.
I promise. I'm gonna make it happen.
I appreciate that. That'd be dope,
brother,
man. That'd be definitely dope.
You are so important to this culture, brother.
Too important, man. Yo, Geechie, listen, man. I'm deeply hearted. Deeply hearted. I salute you, brother, man, because you reserved a lot of stuff, man, that people don't really know about, and you still got it in your hands right now, man. That's very important to the whole rap culture, this billion dollar culture that we was part of the seeds to this whole shit, man. And you got preservative proof that we was a seed to this whole growth, this whole hip hop industry, man. And that we was a part of that, And I appreciate you keeping that, man. And you keep keeping the name out there, getting the radio, keeping up these younger generations to hear where it all came from. It just didn't come from Lil Baby and Drake. If they had to learn it from somebody, it got to learn. People got like you said, people got short attention spans to really learn where all this came from.
Right.
You got people but you do got people that do want to know, like really interested in wanting to know. That's really hip hop heads that really want to know, man. I appreciate that, man.
Thank you.
Man. Yo, Geechie, I want to say thank you for coming on our show. It has been a pleasure. You have actually woken everybody up on what really happened with those tapes, because people tend to forget they had 8-track, they had cassette, and cassette was the #1 thing that was in people's cars back in the days.
That was our records back then.
Yeah, when people didn't even have cars,
communicating. This was what we woke up the next day. Yo, you got the new Cold Crush? Yo, you heard that?
Right. Yes.
They put a hole in the Cold Crush. Yo, you got the tape? Yep, just got it. Yo, people would come to my house. Well, I had the burglar alarm radio back in the days, and I would play my tapes on my front of my house on my stoop, and I had half the hood come by listening to my tapes in front of my house, in front of my yard. Yo, Geechie got that new Cold Crush. Yo, you heard that? Yo, you heard the Force MC battle? Yo, man, yo.
That's crazy.
You know, at that time, we didn't know any better. We thought that was like a real battle. Like y'all really didn't. Now that we got old, and now that I did my research, we all know that was a promoter. That was
Armstrong did that. Armstrong did that. Yeah.
Armstrong, right?
And I gotta say, Geechie, I just talked to Armstrong maybe not even 2 months ago. The first time I talked to him in over 20 plus years. And I said, yo, Armstrong, I got to know the burning question, man, because, you know, this tape has not been us. Says, did Cold Crush know that they was battling us? He said, no.
They didn't know.
I said, really? He said, nah, they didn't know, man. He says, I didn't tell them, man. I told y'all, but it didn't tell them. I said, really? So we prepared ourselves and all that shit for no reason, but, you know, but that, like I said, this is the key thing to that whole thing. Once we found out, it never got a rebattle. We never redid it again. That's the catch to everything. Like if it was like that, it's like, yo, man, let's really do it now. But that never happened.
Let me tell you how. I gotta tell you, y'all. Hold on, Pat. I gotta tell y'all this. I used to work at First Boston. It's an investment group company at 5 World Trade Center. I was on the co-op program. I used to go to school 1 week and then I go to work 1 week. Now, at my job at First Boston, I ran into a ball buster dude that used to wear the red beads. And at the time, I used to wear my Zulu beads because I was with Zulu Nation, right? Now, and then there was another dude from Castle Hill. He was Puerto Rican. The other dude that used to wear the red beads, he was Dominican. And there was another dude named Richie that used to live in Castle Hill. And I used to bring tapes to work and talk about all the stuff that I used to tape in the middle of the night and go to work the next day or that next morning. So I was like, yeah, I got the tape of this one and this one, that. He said, I got a tape for you. Did you ever hear about the Cold Crush and the Foursome season in the battle? I said, no. This was in 1984. I never heard it. He said, I bet. His older brother had the tape. Do you know he gave that tape for me? He got it from his older brother. He came to work Christmas. We worked the Christmas week. And he gave it to me for a Christmas present. He wrapped it up.
Oh, wow.
He knew how much I loved the tapes and talk about hip hop.
Wow.
I ripped it all up. And I cried like a baby. I said, he said, Merry Christmas to you. I told you I had a tape for you that add to your collection. And I was like, the Force MCs battled the Cold Crush? He said, yep. I said, oh, snap. Wow. Flew home. I had my radio in that day. I flew home. And played the tape all the rest of the day. That evening, all evening. I don't think I stopped about 2 o'clock in the morning. I kept rewinding and playing the tape over and over and over and over. Nobody in Queens heard about it. And I played it that weekend on my phone. And people was like, oh, shit. Because nobody heard the tape.
Wow.
Yeah, they try to,
Listen, we got to wrap it up. It's 11 o'clock.
That was crazy.
One of the craziest stories on how I got tapes. I got the tape from Flavor Flav years ago. I got tapes from Jazzy J years ago, back in the 90s.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes, Toriana is saying those tapes is worth a lot of money. Yes, they are, Toriana.
Preserve those things, brother.
Yes.
He came at me the other day. You need to put them on YouTube. No, I ain't putting nothing on YouTube. I'm gonna give the next man my shit on YouTube.
Hell
no. Well, yo, listen, y'all. We got to wrap it up. We got to.
Love you, Geechie. Love you, Geechie. Love you, brother.
We love you, brother.
Man, thank y'all. I'm gonna see if I come out this Sunday, man.
Okay,
yes,
so
Saturday.
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 It starts at 2 p.m. sharp.
Okay,
Saturday.
The 27th.
All right.
Everybody, y'all been listening. Y'all make sure y'all follow Geechie Dan and support whatever you're doing. You know, Geechie, what's your handles on Instagram and your handles? What's your handle?
Geechie Dan 100 on Instagram and Geechie Dan 100 on Twitter, and then I'm just playing on Geechie Dan on Facebook.
Okay. All right. So look, y'all, please support our brother, man, because he is the gatekeeper of what's making this culture do what it do, because he took upon himself and sacrificed to make sure he preserved the souls of the pioneers. He preserved the souls of the pioneers.
Give me a hand. Give me a hand.
Soul man. He's the soul man. So my brother, much blessings.
Do you know I'm listening to somebody when I was 12, 13 years old? That's crazy to me, man. There's no words I can say. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
All right.
I see you, Geech. You know that. All right, baby. No doubt.
Everybody be good.
And we see